All right, welcome. We're back, episode 5. As you can see, we're last week of July. Pull up the calendar here. And you can see soybeans come out in October. Soybeans start coming out in October, and the corn also starts coming out in October. So I'm not sure August, September what we're going to do. I guess just we'll see. I mean, we may end up, this may just be where we start cutting beans and picking corn. I'm not sure. We'll see if I do anything exciting till harvest. You got in between now and harvest, you'll know. So I am hooked up to the plow right now. No, I'm not going to plow in any ground. I have decided, since we're pretty much doing no-till and only going to plow when we create fields, I'm going to go ahead and sell this, and we'll just lease it whenever we need to create a field. It is 5 a.m., August 8th. We are going to go ahead and do another contract job, make a little bit more money. Probably not going to have you guys here because I'm sure, at least I know I'm more interested in picking my corn and cutting my own beans versus watching me cut other people's stuff, so I'm not going to make you guys do it. But that's what I'm going to do to be making some monies. I'm going to be cutting some wheat in field 5 for one of the neighbors. Okay, so it is September 28th. We get to start harvesting tomorrow. I'm going to start on the cornfield. And I'm going to go ahead and use this last day before harvest to go ahead, get everything hooked up, get it moved over towards the field, and get it ready to start going. That cornfield's big, but I want to start on the cornfield. That way we can start drying it. Make sure it is ready to go by the time we sell in, I believe, December for that. Let me double check here real quick. Dried corn, scroll right here. Okay, so we'll hold on to the corn till June, it looks like, but still want to get it up out of the ground, and then we'll do the soybeans after that. All right, as you can see, we are in the field. We're harvesting October 1st. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to get this cornfield harvested, but we're here.
And I want you to remember what farmers do every year. And for those of you that aren't farmers, they literally go to a bank and they borrow money to buy land. Then they borrow more money to go buy a tractor and a corn planter. And then they go back and they get an operating note so that they can buy their seed, their fertilizer, their chemical, and then they put it in the dirt. And they hope that maybe it'll rain and something will grow, and that months later they'll be able to go back and pick something up and harvest enough so that they can pay their bills. They're some of the biggest gamblers that I know in the world because they bury millions of dollars in the dirt, and they're taking a chance because they really truly do believe that producing food is a world need, and it's a need that America needs to have.
All right, so I am headed down to my field here. I got some workers that are having some issues. I'm going to see if I can't help them out real quick. I might take over running grain cart. I did lease a piece of equipment that you guys have not yet seen. You guys will see it as I pull up here. Make sure I'm going to want to make sure I park somewhere that's not in the way. can see you got the pickup out here in the field. We actually had to come out and refuel the combine because the combine was low on fuel, but got that refueled. Been out here harvesting for a week now, 6 o'clock in the morning. Time to go swap this out for the auger wagon. All right, well, yes, combine is sitting sideways in this row here. That is because, you know, I was pulling up the actual Millennial farmer as I was farming on the Millennial farmer's land, all right? But I was pulling up his YouTube channel and I got full. So I put the tractor that way. I'm going to go grab that grain cart and get it back down here. Unloading the combine into this walkabout. Man, I'm really enjoying this one that we got leased. I'm hoping that eventually I can buy it. Combine's unloaded. Gonna jump back in, keep harvesting. We're already week and a half in and we're only about halfway through this field. And, you know, week and a half into harvesting already. So we still got a lot of work to do. Alright, we're going ahead, dumping the last load of the night into the auger bin. We're going to shut down the combine, go dump this into the big bin up front, and then take a load back up to the dryer, start drying that corn until we can really start running trucks hard. Well, gosh damn it, I got my pipe out. Where is my grain cart driver? Oh, yeah, that's right. It's me. I'm my grain cart driver. I guess I'll go get it in a second. Alright, so as you can see, it's pretty much midnight, but our walkabout is full. So tomorrow we're going to go ahead and spend the rest of the day, or I guess now the rest of the day, once we get some sleep, running the trucks back and forth up to the dryer, start getting this corn dry. That way we can get this walkabout emptied and get back to harvesting. Alright, so I think I pretty well got this down to a science for running 2 trucks by myself. So I will let you guys kind of ride along here and watch the way I do this for a lap, and then I'm just going to repeat the process until that mother load bin is empty. So once that truck is full, I pull it out of the way. That one's still running, so I jump in this truck. Now I pull it up only till the front hopper starts feeding in, jump out, go ahead, leave it running. And then I jump in this one and I go ahead and here we go. We hit that that loud pedal. I mean, 40,000 liters. It's not a light load, but we're moving. Try to stay on the roads with these things. Just, you know, realism. You usually don't get trucks out in the dirt. It's too soft in those fields for these trucks. Got a little bit out of shape there, but that's alright. I'm gonna still keep it hammered down. So we're gonna come up here, start slowing down so we can make this turn. And just like that, we're back to the farm. All we got to do is pull up on this grain dryer. Like so. Got to be careful because if you don't hit this right, it likes to bounce you like that, but that's alright. Boom, right there is where we start emptying. Alright, here we go. Now once you get unloaded, now we leave the farm. And then, yep, just return the trip. Now, as I come over the creek, I go ahead and start slowing down. As I'll pull over, pull red up, let it start filling. Now I jump back in the white one, and then pull it up. Flip this U-turn. And I go ahead, pull this one up, close its covers, so if it starts raining on us, we're good to go. Now we jump back in the white one, start filling the front bin, and you have made a lap. That is how I have started filling these trucks. It's the most efficient way I can figure out how to do it by myself. And it seems to be working. All right, you see it. I'm back in a tractor. It's almost 2:30 in the afternoon, but we finally got that mother load bin emptied out. All that's in the grain dryer, starting to dry that corn. We more needed to do it to get room so we could keep harvesting, but we're good to go now. Ooh, I made a mistake. We'll worry about it later. Oh, it got moist on us again. It is October 12th, but I'm going to use this opportunity to run what we have in as terms of corn that we've already harvested. Make sure we get that big walkabout emptied again. And keep our grain carts empty. That way we don't have to actually stop when it's nice out again, hopefully. Be a good time to get the fuel truck up here and refuel the combine as well. So we got some stuff to do. I mean, I hate stop and harvest, but at the same time, this rain's going to give us a good break that we need. Hopefully we can go ahead and get everything done before the sun comes back out and we get harvested, because we do have a lot that we can get done right now. And we're going to use this time and try to take advantage of the time that we have now. Well, the sun is back out. It didn't stay moist for long, so this is the last truckload I'm running. Each truck ran once, so I guess that's better than nothing. It'll give us a little bit more room as we came in a little bit hot there, but that's all right. We didn't roll it. But at any rate, that's 80,000 liters out of that big walkabout, so at least we'll be able to keep going a little bit longer. Once we call it a night, I'll bring another truck over. But until then, we're just going to keep farming. Harvest as much as we can until we have to stop. I hope they don't wait as long to put this map on 25 as they did 22.
Yeah.
Because I really like this Millennial Farmer map. Yeah, see, it revs up like it's trying to empty. It's just not emptying anywhere. Oh, the PTO got disconnected. I bet now it works. I done been messing around, reset the game and everything. My PTO somehow got disconnected on my frickin' auger wagon, so it wouldn't unload.
Yeah, that would help if it was connected.
Yep. Alright, I'll go jump in a combine again.
Wah, wah, wah.
Come over here, get this row of shame.
Oh, you're just cutting right over.
Yeah, because I'm still going to get that other row of shame to finish this third.
Wait, does this have a cover?
That one doesn't. No, the big one does, but hell, while it's raining, we can go ahead and empty that big one. All right, well, you can see we are 2 weeks into harvest season. We're still not done with the cornfield, and we're moist again. I guess we'll go ahead and work on emptying that big walkabout. Make sure that it has room to take the rest of the grain load from the field. You know, always got to make sure always got to make sure she can take your load. All right, as you can see, we are back to combining, still October 14th, 10 o'clock at night. I think we're going to do our last lap of the night. We will be able to get this knocked out. I don't know about tomorrow game day, but we'll be able to get it knocked out. And I have decided I am going to trade in the soybean header and get a larger header. So hopefully we can knock out that soybean field a little bit quicker than we did this cornfield. Oh, now I remember. All right, as I'm running down here, we watch this sunrise. I do want to remind you guys, if you like the content, like, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. That way you know whenever we post. After harvest, we may end up being done with the farming simulators, or not the farming simulator, the Millennial Farmer map. I don't know. We are definitely going to hold on to it because, you know, I am a fan of Zach. I am a fan of the Millennial Farmer. And I enjoy this map. Squash is coming to get my load off.
Alright, don't phrase it like that. Phrase it like that again, I will quit.
And on the 8th day, God looked down on his planned paradise and said, I need a caretaker. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to get up before dawn, milk cows, work all day in the fields, milk cows again, eat supper, then go to town and stay past midnight at a meeting of the school board. So God made a farmer. I need somebody with arms strong enough to wrestle a calf and yet gentle enough to deliver his own grandchild. Somebody to call hogs, tame cantankerous machinery, come home hungry, have to wait lunch until his wife's done feeding visiting ladies, then tell the ladies to be sure and come back real soon and mean it. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody willing to sit up all night with a newborn colt and watch it die, then dry his eyes and say maybe next year. I need somebody who can shape an axe handle from a persimmon sprout, shoe a horse with a hunk of car tire, who can make harness out of hay, wire, feed sacks, and shoe scraps, who planting time and harvest season will finish his 40-hour week by Tuesday noon, and then painin' from tractor back put in another 72 hours. So God made a farmer. God had to have somebody willing to ride the ruts at double speed to get the hay in ahead of the rain clouds and yet stop in midfield and race to help when he sees the first smoke from a neighbor's place. So God made a farmer. God said, I need somebody strong enough to clear trees and heave bales, yet gentle enough to yean lambs and wean pigs and tend the pink-combed pullets, who will stop his mower for an hour to splint the broken leg of a meadowlark. It had to be somebody who'd plow deep and straight and not cut corners. Somebody to seed, weed, feed, breed, and rake and disc and plow and plant and tie the fleece and strain the milk and replenish the self-feeder and finish a hard week's work with a 5-mile drive to church. Somebody who'd bail a family together with the soft, strong bonds of sharing, who would laugh and then sigh and then reply with smiling eyes when his son says, that he wants to spend his life doing what Dad does. So God made a farmer.
This field is well, between the field and the header, this one definitely went way quicker.
I'm at 90%.
Oh, wow. All right, so you can see the John Deere combine is put up, at least for now. We may go ahead and do some custom farming, go out and help some people harvest later. But for us, we're done. We got the corn and soybeans up. It's October 17th. Took a good chunk of the month, but we're going to go ahead and sell the soybeans now, hold on to the corn, let it get dried until June, and then we'll sell that off. But as of right now, that is the plan. I'm not going to necessarily guarantee a next episode, but we're going to go ahead and get these soybeans sold at least before this episode is over anyway. Alright, so we're here. As you can see, we got the train behind us. We're loading soybeans in. We're going to go ahead and send them off to Glenwood to be sold. Get us some operating capital till June. We'll go ahead and send that to you. I think we'll go ahead and squash the master pipe layer behind the controls the train, let him take care of that. Get this stuff sold.
Train will drive to Glenwood and will return to the other side of the map. Do you want the train to sell the loaded goods in Glenwood? Yes. Oh, damn.
Oh, damn, your math was wrong there, buddy. Oh, well, I suppose 20,000 of that was environmental, though. All right, there you guys go. You seen it. We up to $218,000 just from selling them soybeans. And that's a wrap on this episode. Just to add a few things. First of all, let me remind y'all, medical marijuana is legal in my state and works for me from everything from my aches and pains to my PTSD. That doesn't mean it works for everyone, and I do not encourage using any substance that is against the law in your area. As always, consume responsibly. Also, if you are struggling in life, as many of us do, and you're thinking about ending it, please reach out. Talk to a friend, talk to a stranger, talk to me. Dial 988 for the suicide hotline. Press 1 if you're active duty or a veteran. Get a hold of that Veteran Crisis Hotline. They got a little bit of different training to help us out. But let somebody listen. Make sure you join the Discord link below. That'll get you into the community. You can talk to anybody in the community. Thank you all for coming and hanging out with me today, watching these videos. Remember, like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Even if you think no one cares, I absolutely do. Reach out, stay with us, let's help heal each other. Stoner Vet, pop and smoke.